This is Wabash Coasters here, and this is my review of The Legend at Holiday World, which I rode earlier this year. Alright, so here's some quick stats. I mean, it opened in 2000, manufacturer is CCI. As I said, it was located at Holiday World. Pretty solid track length with about 4,000 feet. Height of 99, but the drop's a little bigger at 113. Speed's 59, so pretty solid for a wooden coaster. And the duration's pretty solid as well with 2 minutes. And then in this picture, there's Frightful Falls right below it, and then you see it going down the drop. And so here's a video by Holiday World of the layout. So you start off at the top here, you get a pretty nice view of like Splash and Safari and stuff. And then you go down this drop. There's a ton of airtime on that. And then you got some whip going into the turn down the tunnel. Really forceful. And that part's pretty smooth. Now, I will say this coaster is pretty dang rough. But, yeah, so you go up here, and then there's this spiral drop, which I didn't think would be forceful almost at all. But it was actually fairly forceful. And so you go down that. You get a little airtime there. But just some floater, not a ton of... And then you go into a second tunnel. There's a ton of tunnels on here. And so, you know, it's an overall pretty forceful layout, probably one of the most intense coasters I've been on. And then you start in the double helix here. This is really intense, but also pretty rough. I mean, I didn't find it painful, but like, I mean, it shook you around a lot. That stuff doesn't really bother me though. So I thought it was an overall pretty good coaster. Then you go into this double down here, which they added when they retracted in 2016, which is solid airtime. A little ejector. And you go in this tunnel. And then, I mean, when you're near the station, waiting in this, I mean, it is loud going into this turn. I mean, it is hauling through the layout. And that's probably why it's so rough. And then you go back in the station. So, I mean, it's a good coaster. I mean, it's probably one of the roughest that I've been on. But it wasn't painfully rough, so it didn't really bother me that much. But, I mean, I think... Yeah, it doesn't have a ton of airtime, but it's got really strong laterals. And personally, out of the few coasters I've ridden, it is fourth, just below American Thunder, The Boss, and Space Mountain, which, you know, I personally like. So yeah, I mean, it's an overall good ride. I would love to ride it. I mean, I love to ride it every time I go there. And yeah, I mean, I think it's better than the Raven. Probably not better than the Voyage, but you know. So, yeah, that's my review of The Legend. Thank you for watching.